when I got to Penn, I was recruited as a football player, as a quarterback, and practice wasn't going to start for about a month. But I played basketball too, and I went down there every day. And I really liked the guys I was playing with. And so finally, one of the basketball coaches came over to me and he said, you know, we didn't recruit you because the football team we know recruited you, but you could try out for the team, but you got to go tell the football coaches. So I went to tell the football coaches. I'd made up my mind I wanted to switch. And I told them, you know, I'm going to go play basketball. He goes, are you crazy? They have like 3 high school All-American basketball players they recruited. And I said, yeah, I know, I'm playing against them every day. And so he said, this is going to be the worst decision you've ever made in your life, son. It turned out to be pretty good. So I'm older than most of the guys. So when I grew up in my generation, you played whatever season was a sport. So I played baseball, I played football, I played basketball. I went out for track in high school and ended up pole vaulting and long jumping. And I really think there's a lot of benefit in it because it trains different muscles. You have different things that are required in each sport, and I think that's always beneficial. I think what happens sometimes is when you try and specialize, your body only moves in certain directions. I remember Zaza Pachulia, who played in the NBA. Zaza was telling me how as a kid he played a lot of soccer, and it really helped his footwork. You could see Zaza moved with his feet very well. And so I think there's a lot of positive things that kids can get out of playing different sports, but unfortunately they're kind of herded into, oh, you're a basketball player or you're a football player or something like that. I think sometimes the mental side of it too, like football for me, I loved football. Football was very different than basketball mentally. And I think that gives you different ways of coping with certain things. And one of the things football for me helped, and you have to consider the year, this was 1967, my senior year in high school, okay? I had a math teacher who was our head football coach. And so what he did is he put in an offense. We had a very good team, but he put in an offense which was just like playing in the street, where he gave letters to like the split ends, the flankers, the backs, and I could put any combination I want and tell him what pattern to run. So we were really impossible to kind of scout. But that helped me in terms of mentally having to know where everybody was. So when I went to the basketball court and I was a point guard, that helped me see where everything was going. So the different sports were very, very helpful. We went undefeated my senior year. We were 3rd in the country. And then we got to the Final 8 in the NCAA tournament, and we had a horrendous defeat by Villanova, who had never beaten us freshman, sophomore, junior year, senior year up to that point. And it was crushing because it was the first game. I think all of our players just had terrible games. And it's kind of like a wound that closes but never heals, and every once in a while somebody opens it up like you just did, you know, and I have to. But no, I had a wonderful group of teammates and excellent coaches, and it was the journey through that. We went 53-3 my last 2 years. It was just a wonderful group to be with. Well, I think a lot of that goes to when it's part of your culture, and I think winning helps you develop those things. Once we started to win, when I talked about trust today, we had a team that really trusted each other. And so nobody had to try and do it all by themselves. And once we started to win, it reinforced the idea that, you know, even if we're down with a couple minutes left, we'll find a way to win the game. We were considered Ivy League players, and the notation of Ivy League where you're soft, you know, you're pampered, but we had a lot of just middle class, tough kids mentally. Yeah. So a lot of the teams that we played who were from supposedly tough conferences were really surprised that, yeah, you want to throw elbows, we'll throw elbows. You want to play that way, we can play that way. But I think the winning just got to be something we expected to do every night, because we were just going to focus on the things we did well.